Hi everybody, and thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be joined by Alita Anthony and Yanyan Dong from the State University of New York at Brockport. They're going to be telling you a little bit about why Brockport is a great place for international students. They'll also let you know how to apply to the college and how to enroll as well. You'll also have your chance to ask your questions, and we'll answer them at the end of the presentation too. If you'd like, you can ask your questions now or during the presentation just by clicking on the upper right-hand corner in the applications icon. You'll see an option for Q&A. When you click that, a right sidebar will show up on your screen, and you can submit your questions that way. Now, keep in mind that Yang is from China, so she's a fluent Chinese speaker. So if you prefer to ask your questions in Chinese, please feel free to do so. One other point is when you click on that applications box in the right-hand corner, you'll see another option called Showcase. When you click on that Showcase icon, you'll see a link in the right-hand sidebar for the State University of New York at Brockport school profile. There you can learn more about the school, and you can fill out the form at the top of the page in order to contact Alita directly. When you fill out that form, she'll get in contact with you within about 24 hours. So go ahead and start submitting your questions, and I will hand it over to Alita to tell you a little bit more about why SUNY is a good place for international students.
Right, thank you, Victoria. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our Google Hangout. I'm here to tell you more about the State University of New York Brockport, or as its nickname is called, SUNY-Brockport. For those of you who might not be familiar with the State University of New York, it is often referred to as SUNY, with many different campuses across the state of New York. We actually have 64 total campuses across the state of New York, with different types of universities, colleges, and technical schools. So the Brockport campus is one of the comprehensive universities offering both bachelor's and master's degrees. We have a rich history and tradition. We began in 1835 as a teaching college and joined the SUNY system in 1948. So we have a long history in education and success with our students. We are located, in case you're not familiar, we're located in upstate New York, right on the coast of Lake Ontario, close to Toronto, Canada. So Brockport is a beautiful location in a safe village just outside of Rochester, New York, which is the third largest city in the state of New York. So one of the great things that our campus offers is it is a very safe and communal area with a traditional American university feel. And then we also have easy transportation to many large North American cities such as New York City, Boston, Pittsburgh, and Toronto. We do experience all 4 seasons, which is really great. So we have a beautiful fall and summer. We're just starting to get into our fall season right now. We also have a great autumn and winter. So we do get snow, so it can get a little cold, but we'll make sure that you have everything that you need to stay warm here. Now, talking about some of our rankings and some of our recognition, which I know is important for students and families, we have been recognized as part of the Best in the Northeast by the Princeton Review, Best Regional University by U.S. News and World Report. We're listed in the top 100 for Best Values in Public Colleges by Kiplinger's Personal Finance. And we're also listed in the Guide to 311 Green Colleges by the Princeton Review. So a little bit about our academic programs. The SUNY-Brockport campus offers 49 undergraduate majors within our 5 different schools: the School of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, the School of Business, School of Education and Human Development, the School of Health and Human Performances, and the School of Science and Mathematics. Some of our popular degrees for our international students is our Business Administration. Our School of Business does have AACSB accreditation in all of its programs, which is a very important feature. For students interested in master's degrees, we do offer 19 graduate programs within our 5 different schools on campus. Some of the popular degrees for our graduate students are our accounting, our communication, our mathematics, and our psychology programs. So moving on to the application process, it's a fairly easy process that our office will help guide you through from beginning to end. For freshmen or students who are applying straight from high school, we're looking for the equivalent of a 3.0 GPA or 85%, official transcripts from your high school, a TOEFL or IELTS score. You need a minimum TOEFL of 76 for undergraduate or a 6 for the IELTS, and then also a personal essay that you write, a letter of recommendation, and the online application, and the application fee of $50. SUNY-Brockport operates on a rolling admissions, so you can submit your application through the suny.edu website, and we review applications as they come. So right now we are reviewing applications for the spring 2015 semester in January. The application for transfer students, so students who have already completed some university level work, either in the United States or from another country, are considered transfer students. For this application process, we're looking for the equivalent of a 2.5 GPA, official transcripts, the personal essay, and again the TOEFL or the IELTS, unless you're transferring from a U.S. school with 24 or more credits. And then again, the SUNY online application and the application fee. For students who may not have the English requirement yet, we have a great option for those students and can offer conditional admission. So if you meet all of the academic requirements but just haven't met the English requirements yet, you can receive conditional admission to the university and our English language school through ELS, English Language Services. So you come to campus early, complete your English requirements, and then start your degree program at Brockport. So one important area that I know students are interested in are scholarships. So Brockport is able to offer different levels of scholarships for both first-year students or freshmen and also transfer students. First-year students can be considered for extraordinary scholarships. They're merit-based. There's no additional application process. If you meet the requirements, then you'll automatically receive the scholarship. We have a recognition award, a dean's award, and presidential award, which are all renewable scholarships. The only scholarship that requires additional application is for the honors program, which is for first-year students only. It's renewable for 4 years, but is for our top achieving students that typically have a 3.5 GPA or higher and also have above a 1200 on the SAT. For our transfer students, there are still options for scholarships. We have a $2,000 and $4,000 level scholarship. Transfer students receive a $2,000 scholarship renewable as long as you maintain a 3.25 GPA. Students that transfer in with a 3.5 or higher will receive the $4,000 renewable scholarship. So there's different options for a lot of students. So outside of the classroom, although Brockport is very well known for student success and academics, we also want our students to explore things outside of the classroom. We have a very active campus with athletics and other types of clubs and organizations. We also have an international student organization which takes different trips around the community and to different areas. We have trips to Lake Ontario, to the beach. We have different trips to Niagara Falls. We take trips into Rochester to different shopping and markets. And we have a huge international festival on campus that brings in hundreds of people from the community and also on campus. So when you're not studying, there's lots to do and to keep you busy on and off campus. So we have a strong commitment to our students that we will help you with your career exploration, writing a resume, applying for graduate school, and possible internships as well. So anything that we can do to support you, we do our best to make sure that all of your goals are being met. So at this time, I'd actually like to turn it over to Yen, who will be answering questions, but also telling you a little bit about what it's like to actually be an international student at SUNY-Brockport.
Thank you to Alita. Hi, this is Yan. I'm a transfer student from China, and this is my second semester at Brockport. And my majors are computer science and computer information system. And today I would like to share my own reason why I choose SUNY-Brockport and why our school is your best option to come. The first thing I want to mention about is the size of the class. So our professor only allow like 30 to 40 students to stay in the same class. And the reason the professor want to do that because the professor want to balance the time to each student. And so the professor can make sure every single student can get a chance to ask questions, and also professor can make sure the students are full understand every single knowledge before you finish the class. And the second reason I choose here because the event from each department. For example, in my department, we always have a traditional event called faculty and student mix. So it's an event for professor and students sit together like a friend, and we talk to each other. And the professor will offer you all kinds of suggestions based on your classes and your plan. And in this event, the professor usually share all kinds of information like job opportunities and scholarship. And also sometimes you can get a chance to work with your professor to do some small project. And here I want to mention we have a very good example. I think it's the last semester. We got some students, they got hired from Google company. The reason Google want to hire them because they did some project with their professor. So it's a very good experience for you to put in your resume because when you graduate, you need to find a job, and the company will, based on your resume, they want you have all kinds of experience, and this is like a light point for you to persuade the company to hire you. And the third reason I choose here is about the teaching style. So in here, the professor not only focus on the lecture, and the professor usually cooperate with the other technology like a virtual lab. For example, in the international business class, the professor will ask you to go into your virtual lab and build it and find your partner, and you will have a team and you build up your country, your army, your city, and your people. And then you need to use the knowledge from the textbook to this game. Like you have to treat your product to the other country or build your army to fight to the other country. So it's a way to help you to practice. Because I'm a transfer student, so I had some experience to study in Chinese university. And in China, we always focus on the lecture. And so every student can do very well in the exam. You know every single knowledge. But when you really need to practice, like do some project, you have no idea about that. But after you graduate, when you go to the job market, you need to know how to do it. You need to have a like really experience for doing something. But so based on the teaching style in SUNY-Brockport, your professor help you to prepare before you go to your job. They give you the chance to use the knowledge from a textbook to the really world, to really job. So these are my three big reasons I choose here. And I feel like come to Brockport is not only for get a bachelor degree or master degree, and also this school will help you to prepare, go to the job market. So when you graduate, maybe some students have no idea what should I do and where I get a job opportunity. But when you come to Brockport, your professor will help you to prepare. So when you graduate, you don't need to worry anything. You will get a job and you will do very well in your job because you know every single thing you need to do. So, and this is my suggestion and also my own experience.
Thank you. So we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have at this time, or if you'd like to submit any questions offline directly to us. You can also communicate with us on Facebook at SUNY, SUNY, international student admissions, and then we also have Skype, Instagram, and RenRen. So we have some questions coming in. The first question is, do you have a master's in related to music, radio, or production? I'm from Columbia and have a bachelor's degree in social communication and journalism. Thank you for your question. At the master's level, we have a program in general communication. You can have a concentration then in journalism with that, but for those areas, it would be our master's of communication. I think that would probably be one of those interests that you listed. Just going to wait for the next question to come up. All right, this question is from Eric. Hi, Eric. I'm an international undergrad student at the University of North Texas. Does the University of New York offer financial aid to international students? If so, how does it work? Because I'm planning to get my master's degree at your school. We're very happy that you've already chosen SUNY-Brockport. That's great to hear. So at the master's level, the scholarships are a little bit different. So you'll have to actually work with our graduate school for each different area. So whichever major it is that you're looking at, you'll need to work with the faculty there. There can be assistantships. So it's not actually a scholarship, but you get an assistantship where you will maybe be working in the graduate school or with your faculty on research, and then you receive a type of stipend that will help with your tuition and living costs. So if there's further detail that you'd like on any of our responses, please let us know. All right, next question. I would like to know what % of all applications from international students you usually accept. Also, do you offer any summer jobs for international students? So yes to both of those questions for online employment and the scholarships. For how the percentage of applications, we're at about a 60% of our students that apply are accepted. As far as working on campus, we have a program through our career services office that can help you find summer employment. If you are at our school as an F1 visa student with an I-20, you can work full-time during the summer months. Next question is from a student who's 17 from the Philippines. I stopped from studying psychology just last year and only finished the first semester of my first year at college. Is there a way for you to be able to study at SUNY-Brockport? Absolutely. So if you did take one semester of college in your home country, you would be considered a transfer student. So you would follow the transfer application process. So we need your transcripts from that first semester at your first college, and then the essay, and then your online application, and we could review you for admission that way. So I hope that answers your question. Now we have a question, do you have a Master of Science in Engineering and Technology or Management? Unfortunately, we are primarily a liberal arts and natural science institution, so we do not have an engineering school. We're just waiting for the next question to come up. Here we go. I want to know how I can win a scholarship. Studying math, and I will get my bachelor's diploma in September. Are there any possibilities to come there with a scholarship for October or November? If I understand your question correctly, you are looking at coming as a master's degree student. So there are not scholarships at the master's or graduate level. Again, there are assistantships. So you could contact the math department and find out if they have an assistantship available for the spring semester. Okay, next question. Is there no way for me to apply for something that can get me into the university as well as get me the necessary visas and anything else required for me to come there? So we will work with you through the application process and then also through the visa process. So we will, after you're admitted, through the application process, you can submit all of your documents if you're coming as an F1 student, all of your documents that are required for what's called a Form I-20. So the school will issue that to you, and then we can give you some resources of how to then apply for your visa. The next question is currently completing a final year for a bachelor's in computer systems. Would you qualify to study for a master's in computer sciences? So unfortunately, we don't have a program in computer sciences at the master's level. Okay, so we have another question on transferring to study from Albania to the university. Again, you would just follow the transfer application process. That's fine. We need official transcripts, the online application, and your written essay. If you have questions about the application process before you start, please feel free to here or from our website. You can issue another email and we can walk you through the whole process if you have specific questions. What is the easiest way for me to submit an application? The best way is to go to SUNY, SUNY.edu, and there will be a link to apply now. You can also go to the SUNY-Brockport website for admissions and click on Apply Now directly from our website and complete the SUNY application rather than the common application. Okay, the next question. I'm interested in a master's degree and interested in political science. Also, I would like to ask you about scholarships and housing for international students. Unfortunately, we don't have the master's in political science. If there's some other areas that you're interested in, I'd be happy to tell you about those. We have assistantships that may be available at the graduate level, but not full scholarships. But it's a good idea to contact our graduate school to find out what might be available for you. We do have housing that is off campus for graduate students that still uses our shuttle bus system or is in walking distance. The next question is, I would like to know if your respective university has an ecology program for undergraduate, and I'm enrolled in my university and have finished 2 years. I'm looking to transfer with a scholarship if possible. So you can do your undergraduate in that field here at Brockport. We do have some transfer scholarships. We have a $2,000 scholarship and a $4,000 scholarship depending on your GPA at your time of application. Okay, this is a second-year student from Middlesex University. Is it possible to get a transfer undergraduate, I think, scholarship for the final year in computer science or computer systems? So yes, you can transfer to Brockport if you've already completed a number of years at your other university. There are a certain number of credits that you must complete at Brockport in order to receive a Brockport bachelor's degree. So we could look at your transcripts and see what you've already completed, and then you would qualify for one of our transfer scholarships. Here is a question about the English language. Do we have an English language center, and how much is the cost for an international student? We do have an English language center. It is through ELS, English Language Services, and it's located right on our campus. So we can offer you the conditional admission. The cost for attendance will really depend on what type of program you're going to do. If you just want to do intensive English, or if you want to do the academic preparation program where you're full-time English in preparation to start your university studies. If you'd like to leave us an email offline, I'd be happy to give you more details about our English language programs. Okay, the next question is, do we have a master's degree in your university? Yes, we do offer master's degrees. You can go straight to our website at brockport.edu under academics and look at graduate, and you can take a look at all the different programs that we have at the master's level. The next question, I want to know if it's possible for me to be able to study in SUNY in an undergraduate degree using any scholarships or grants, using my accomplishments as an advantage. For example, okay, so they have 2 international science competition awards. So our scholarships at the undergraduate level, if you are a first-year student or what we call a freshman, they're merit-based. So those would be based solely on your academics. It's always a good opportunity to look online on our website for your different academic program, to see if they might have some special scholarships or grants available, and we can assist you with that as well. Lots of great questions. Thank you. Okay, I'm a disabled student and I would like to know if I can study at SUNY-Brockport, and will I get a scholarship to fund my education, and also will I need to pay admission fees? So there is an online application fee of the $50. If you're applying as a first-year student, there are scholarships that are available. We do have an office for students with disabilities, so if there are accommodations that you need, you have access to those resources. Okay, there's a question about computer-related fields of study, and can you continue after you get your bachelor's? So at the bachelor's level, we do have computer information systems and computer science. At the graduate level, we do not. However, with your faculty and advisement, they will assist you in helping you apply to some top graduate schools. Okay, this is a non-US student. How do I know if I have a GPA that meets your requirements? If my overall average percentage-wise is 75%, what is your GPA? So that's an excellent question. So at the application process or even before, we can help you with the equivalent of your GPA. So we have some resources that we use to show the different equivalencies for different countries. So we would need to know what country that you were from and the school, and then we can give you an equivalent. A 75% at the US level would be about a C+ or a 2.5 GPA. But again, that equivalency will depend on what country you're coming from, so we'll help you with that. Do you offer internships? Yeah, do you want to talk a little bit about internships?
Yeah, we offer the internship, but it depends on what's your major. And for F1 visa, I think you only can do your internship after you graduate.
Okay, and unless your internship is part of your academic program, if it's required, then we can help you with internships while you're a student here. Okay, next question is it possible for an undergraduate transfer student to study at SUNY using an assistantship? I want to study at SUNY but have financial issues. I want to work in a campus in exchange for studying there. So at this time, we don't have any full scholarships. We have merit-based scholarships. So if you receive the highest level of our scholarship, it will take care of over half of your tuition costs. But right now, we do not have any awards that would cover all of your costs. Just going to wait to see if we have any more questions coming through. We hope that you'll join us on our Facebook page. We're always updating information and sending you updates on what's going on and where we might be traveling. So if we're coming close to you, we'd be happy to set up meetings with you. So make sure that you like us on our Facebook page. There's a question, can I study an LLB in law honors? So we have pre-law at the bachelor's level. We do have an honors program. At the graduate level, you would be working first up for your undergraduate and then work with your advisors to then apply to law school. We might be coming up to the end. We're just waiting for any final questions. It looks like we might be through here with our questions, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to Victoria. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much to Alita and for Yang for joining us today and teaching us a little bit about SUNY-Brockport and why it's a great place for international students. And thanks to our audience for joining us today as well. We had a lot of great questions, and we hope you got all of your answers. If we didn't get to your question today, or if you have more questions, go ahead and click on the applications icon in the top right-hand corner and choose Showcase. There you'll see a link to the school profile where you can fill out the form and send your information directly to Alita. And Alita can contact you within about 24 hours to answer any more questions you have or to let you know how to apply. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great day.